Hello, beloved. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your priestess, Journey Divine, coming to you on this beautiful day. Yes, I don't know if many of you are feeling the energy today. It is heavy, dense, quiet, as if something is approaching, something is about to happen. The sky is quiet, is gray. It's been raining. We have very highly emotional time right now as we're about to enter the full moon in Pisces. Full moon, releasing, letting go, walking away, giving up, closing a cycle, closing a chapter, moving, relocating, leaving that job, walking away from that codependent relationship, that trauma bond, saying no, learning to set healthy boundaries. So bear with me if you can today. I have Pisces heavy in my chart. A bit emotional at the moment. This last year, I've had to let go of a lot of things that were very heavy. A lot. I won't say that I've lost, because I had them once. They served a purpose. I got what I needed, experienced lessons, love, friendship, bonds, growth, inner knowing. So I will never say I lost. I grieved at the separation of it, the need to let go of it. Some of what I let go of, people, connections, years in the making. 10, 15, 20 years. Family I grew up with from a child. All not serving me well, where I'm going, where I'm at, what I see for my future, for my children. But it is well. It is well, beloved. That marriage that ended in divorce, that sibling rivalry that ended in no communication, that issue with parents that was resolved because you decide to grow up and it's okay to grow away, that financial independence, leaving that toxic job, starting your own way, no longer believing in the tradition or the conformity or the brainwashing of systematic rules and regulations of how you should live, where you should live, who you should live with, and how you should run your home. Breaking away from that traditional religion and becoming a highly spiritual being instead, going within. I just heard a car screech. That is the third time since I rolled up today that I've heard a car screech on the road as if it's trying to miss getting into an accident. I don't ever hear a crash, but I don't even live on a road where it should be that kind of forceful driving, yet that's the third time. So hopefully someone has not gotten into a crash and you will soon hear about it. Hopefully someone is not going to get into a crash, paying off a karmic debt that they sent your way that has now been returned to them, messing with your car, hoping you will get into an accident, be disabled, unable to take care of yourself, maybe lose your children. The karma is heavy at play right now. I can feel it in every core of my being. As a highly, overly sensitive empath, I feel everything. The raindrops, a leaf falling from a tree. Everything has meaning. Everything I see. There will be an accident. I don't know if there will be loss of life, but there will be an accident. It will be karmic debt for someone trying to cause you pain, disability, loss. Maybe they just want to see your car torn up because theirs was, and maybe they blame you. You may be a reader, a medium, a psychic like myself, being called a dark witch, and we are clearly light workers. But they're envious, jealous, hateful people. Hate to see us shine, hate to see our light, hate to hear us speak, share wisdom, reveal truths, expose information. Someone's getting a new love. Someone's getting a new love. Real love. I'm searching for real love. All you need to have, Spirit says, a little patience as it's being worked out. It's being worked out for you in the cosmos and the ethers. A new divine soulmate connection. Like I said, that marriage that ended in divorce, that long-term commitment, whatever it was, legally or not, you consider a marriage in your heart. Someone will be receiving a new love to heal you, to replace what is gone. Spirit wants you to focus on getting your rest. Someone is overworking, overwhelmed, overthinking, overmanaging. It's leading to health issues. You need to stop and rest. You're not sleeping well at night, going to bed late, getting up early, getting up in the middle of the night. Rest. You can rest. You can take a day. You can take a mental health day. That's real now in the workforce. Your job has to give it to you. If you request a mental health day, your employer has to give it to you and allow you to take it. It has to do with your health and your stability. Why are you overworking? Why are you pulling at 5 multiple streams of income at one time? Why are you overachieving, overdoing? You've already sowed the seeds. And whether you know or not, they were planted in fertile soil. It's taken some time to grow. You've been watering it, but you've been watching over it. And anxiety. Wondering when will I reap what I've sown? When will this business take off? When will my channel go viral? When will my product sell? When will my business thrive? When will I receive support? When will I walk into my soul family? Abundance and success. is already on the way. And what Spirit needs you to do to usher it in is to be still and have faith and know that you've done the work and you've done it well. Now you can rest, you can breathe. They didn't want to commit. They didn't want to commit to the marriage, to you, to the family, to the obligations, to the responsibility. They did not want to commit. Since the ending, since the breakup, since the dissolution of marriage management, of maybe a business, maybe lost the business. But ever since you lost, you've been focusing on building your material wealth, getting financial stable, getting it back, maybe escaping that broken heart, diving into business, doing a lot. The Spirit wants you to know that you can stop overthinking. No need to wonder or worry about revisiting the situation. The answer is they never wanted commitment. They didn't want to be a spouse. They didn't want to be a husband. They didn't want to be a wife. They didn't want to be a father or mother. They wanted to be free. Choose what day of the week they wanted to be that and what day they didn't. They needed more breaks than they needed to be in it, to win it. You will be successful financially, regardless of what you lost. Will be replenished and restored and returned. It wasn't love. It wasn't love in the first place, because love doesn't set out to destroy you, to harm you, to hurt you, intentionally betray you, break you, belittle you, lie on you, discredit your name, gossip about you, conjure up allies to break you down, to stop you, to block you, your ability to manifest, to get you out of poverty for you and your family. Love doesn't do that. That's hate. That's jealousy. That's envy. That's fear. That's insecurity. That's what you had. Someone that lusted after what they could get from you. Never intended to equally give. They breadcrumbed you because they wanted to. Not because they couldn't give more. They didn't intend to from the get-go. They may have been intimidated by you. Reevaluate. You don't want it. You don't want them, and you don't want it. You may have been caught up in the emotions of it, the look of it. But if you dig down deep inside, you were never fulfilled. It wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't what you deserved. You could have more, do more, be more, receive better if you put yourself first. If you committed to yourself as much as you gave to everyone else, to this Cancer, they could have Cancer in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. Mars or Saturn. You could be Cancer. It's a water sign. But Cancer is usually very family-oriented, very home-oriented. They are protectors of what they love. They're very emotional about what they love. They can be possessive sometimes, but that's how much they care when they care. But when they don't, look out. Very vindictive, very petty, very grudgeful. Your Cancer might have been karmic, overly sensitive, overly emotional. And nothing in excess is good. Wow, you may have to rage out. I hate when that card comes out, but Spirit is saying, if this person is trying to return in your season of abundance, trying to return in your energy, just when you are getting out and elevating, stand your ground. Don't allow this person to come in and manipulate you and your energy and your feelings, because they may know how to push that old button. You know what I mean. Cancers can be charismatic, persuasive, manipulative. If it ain't love, it's lust. If they're turning on this lust thing to try to get back in your bed, stand your ground. Healthy boundaries. Let them know you're not that pushover. You're not that broken thing anymore. Because judgment has been called. The fat lady has sung. The angels have sounded the horns in heaven. A final decision has been made that your life is about to be renewed in a big way. The big payback is on the way. And this person, this Cancer energy, may be in their feelings, a little bitter, a little angry, a little vengeful, coming towards you, thinking that they are entitled to your now wins, as if somehow the pain they caused you, that caused you to wake up in a sin, they believe they deserve some kind of gratitude for that. Seriously, dude? But it ain't gonna happen. A judgment is a final decision. And this judgment is being called by your ancestors. You know what? Come on, ancestors. I know y'all in the room. I said this is called by your ancestors, and look out. Look what pops out. If you're not familiar with what veneration is, it's offering to the ancestors. This judgment is being made by the ancestors. They want you to acknowledge that it's being made by them, so know that it's final. And if you even so much as rethink twice about going back to this energy, they about to step in and slap your ass twice. They watched you cry, scream, go through pain, anger, poverty, and they pulled you out. There's no way they're letting you go back in. Ain't happening. This is when free will is not going to take a precedence over universal decision. And you better thank them. They heard things you didn't. What I said. You know what? They heard things you didn't hear. They saw things you didn't see being done. And this comes out. I know my angels stay on my side. I know where my visions and where my sight and where my hearing comes from. All these evil, demonic hexes, curses, spell work that was being sent your way, they were the ones playing paddleball, tennis, blocking and resending all the energy back. They were your first line of defense. They were your protection. You better know. You better know. You better acknowledge. They expect offerings. They expect gratitude, appreciation. They deserve it. They saved you. Many people don't even practice ancestral veneration. I don't know why. Most people who are still stuck in this church mind, discipline of religion instead of spirituality, the ancestors ruled the world. Did you hear what I said? God may have made it. Pushes the button. But the ancestors ruled the world. What you can have can be taken away. This is your sign. They're calling to you to acknowledge them. Known and unknown. You don't have to know your ancestors to practice ancestral veneration. If you tap in, they will find you. Make themselves known to you. Dreams, signs, names, and books. You'd be surprised how they make themselves known. Come on now. Come on now. I'm getting 2 messages. Someone has a son who has passed away. Young or old. This son is an ancestor that's got your back for someone else. This person coming up against you is the son. And you would know. This child of yours you just can't get along with. Always challenges you. May have not intentionally set out spell work, but spell work is how we speak. They so much as put your name in a bad light in a wish. Be mindful. For someone else. Someone was trying to do something to your son. And your ancestors was heavy on deck. Be mindful. Watch out for your son. Either way, cover your son. And if this is a child that's unruly, remember your role in getting their ass. Especially if they're in your house. Putting out negative energy because they in their feelings. Cancer feelings. Ancestors might be letting you know that they heard things they said, they whispered that you didn't hear, and you might want to watch out. Because we've got a soulmate. We've got a soulmate. This person that you may have a son with, that was sending curses, hexes, spell work your way, that your ancestors had to get on top of, that didn't love you, didn't commit, lusting, breadcrumbing, trying to come back into your energy because they want to get their hands on your success. This person in spirit is telling you no, absolutely not, because you thought this person was a soulmate. And they may have been. They may have been. This person may have been, maybe a Scorpio. This person, your spouse, you may have gotten rid of this person because they were abusive to your son. Physically, emotionally, mentally, either way. They may have something against your relationship with your son. And this may be why they had to go. That son could be with them or it could be a stepson of theirs. Either way, they didn't get along with your son. If that's you, then this is your story. Keep away from this person. Keep them out of your house. Keep them away from your son. They may be thinking your son is a blockage for them coming back in. They may be trying to send spell work their way. Let me love you. They want to love you for what? You let them love you once. How did that go? How? In my last video that I uploaded right before this, I said that during this full moon in Pisces on the 30th and 31st, check your location. Someone was intending to do a full moon ritual on you to stop you from manifesting some incoming money, prosperity regarding a court case that had to do with your child. I called it in the last video, but I didn't have these cards in the last video. Full moon in Pisces, August 30th, 31st, depending on your time zone. Get that return to sender ritual ready. Get that blocking ritual ready. Stay on your A game. Stay focused on that day. Someone is planning to do a ritual to stop you from receiving victory in a court case. Stop you from receiving your abundance, your prosperity, money that's due you. Regarding children, your child could be a son. Child support, divorce, alimony, whatever the case is. There it is. If you need a ritual, if you need some advice, if you need, send me an email. You look in the description box below. It gives you a price for a single ritual or spell work. I will send you a full copy of what you need to do. Hit me an email, send me the Cash App. We'll get it done and sent out to you so you can be prepared. This person or these people are intending to use this full moon. This is the biggest blue full moon of the year. They're going to go at it. Be ready. Be your own line of defense. Your ancestors are giving you this message to let you know they're working, but they need your energy as well in the game. Especially if they're trying to do something to your son. Especially if they're trying to work. I'm not going to say that out of my mouth. Protect your son. Even that badass son that loves you but just is in their feelings all the time and is going through their own. Protect your son. And forgive them if you have to. Set healthy boundaries. What did I say? Come on, come on. Spirit wants you to close out this cycle, to walk away, to not look back, no communication, to block them, to not get involved, to stay away from this ex. They're trying to unalive your son. Your son may be your protector in the home. They may feel this person is a blockage to them returning. They may not want to give you money to pay for this child. Whatever the case is, protect your son. Scorpio energy. Hopefully you don't have a son trying to unalive you. If you do, you definitely need to send me an email and do a reading. That's a whole different kind of energy. Especially if this person lives with you. Please, if not me, someone. If you have a feeling that they are doing this, reach out and get some help. That's way different than a spouse that's gone. Mm. Mm-mm. What that say? Stand your ground. Stand your ground. And push through, beloved. I'm going to get out of this energy because I can feel myself getting very sad. And I don't want to cry on camera. I don't want to do this. But there is some very evil, hateful energy around you. You need to stand your ground with that son. You need to walk away and put an end to a marriage. But someone is sending you death. Jesus. And I pray this is not your son. I pray you and your son are just having regular household issues and not getting along because they stay in their emotions. And during this full moon. But I cannot say for sure that this is not your son trying to unalive you. Maybe because you got money coming in and they know about it. But I'm hoping this is the next that walked away and is fearful of your son. Your son is older. Stands up for you. Has your back. I'm hoping that's the story I'm seeing. But I gotta get out of this energy. It's very heavy. And I don't like it. I'm going to cleanse and have some tea and come back. Thank you for sitting. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you again in another video, beloved. Ashe.